Today we'll talk about a rare disability which has now become a routine life of most individuals. Multiple sclerosis, an autoimmune disease where the immune system mistakenly attacks the proactive covering around the nerve fibers. Now, this attack disrupts the communication between the brain and the rest of the body. But do we know what's the life of an individual who's going through multiple sclerosis? And more insights on the difficulties and the daily life of these individuals. The MSSI, Multiple Sclerosis Society of India, which was started in 1987 with just 5 MPs, today has an entire community of MS warriors from all over India divided under various chapters as per the cities. This organization took an initiative to support and encourage these individuals with a disability. On the 24th of February 2024, the MSSI Bengaluru Chapter hosted an awareness program at the PMSSY Victoria Hospital, Bengaluru, marking the MS India celebration. We covered this beautiful awareness campaign, which was the theme Ensure My MS, which highlighted the challenges faced by those diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. The gathering was addressed by the Disability Commissioner of Karnataka Government, Mr. Das Suryavamshi, and also the Director of Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disability and Senior Citizens, Mr. Siddeshwar, gracing this occasion as the chief guests. Not just them, but the event saw a high participation of other dignitaries such as Professor Dr. D. Divya Prakash, the Special Officer of PMSSY, Dr. Rajesh B. Iyer, a consultant neurologist and epileptologist from Manipal, and Professor Dr. Pramod K. from the PMSSY. We also had the Kannada actress Sharanya Shetty from Sandalwood, who came along as the guest of honor to give in her contributions to this awareness campaign against multiple sclerosis. The theme of this event spoke about the inclusivity of this community and also understanding the individual's rare disability. We were in conversation with some of the MS warriors who have held the MSSI Bengaluru chapter as one strong and active MS community. Let us hear from them.
Hi, my name is Shankar and I am the former chairperson of the Multiple Sclerosis Society. Today we are observing the India MS Day and I would like to share a few thoughts about multiple sclerosis and the Multiple Sclerosis Society. The Multiple Sclerosis Society has been in existence for more than 30 years, and over the years we've been working with people affected with multiple sclerosis in providing them support, physiotherapy, medical information, connecting with them with a specialist who specialize in multiple sclerosis. And we've been able to work along with the government through advocacy and working with them to provide them the various provisions under the Persons with Disability Act. Over time, we have seen that we've been able to understand the various challenges of the persons with multiple sclerosis, and there is a lot of work that needs to be done. We are in need of volunteers, we need of people from the corporate, we are in need of people from the community to come together, because multiple sclerosis is considered as a rare disease. Compared to the 1.4 billion population that we have, we may have at the most around 2 lakh or 3 lakh people affected with multiple sclerosis in India. So therefore, the voice of the MS person needs to be heard. Otherwise, they can be marginalized and we may not have an inclusive society. So what we need to do is to ensure that all the stakeholders are aware of what multiple sclerosis is all about, so that we can be able to educate them about the symptoms of multiple sclerosis, be able to guide them for an early diagnosis so that the right medicines can be prescribed to them and they can be on the path to recovery, and we can prevent them from getting into a disability. But for those people who have already progressed, the disease has progressed, we should be as a community be able to accommodate them either through the employment or through the various insurance schemes or through the medical benefits given by the government. We should find a way to make them part of it and make it an inclusive society. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jaya Matthew and I'm a person with MS. I was diagnosed with this condition about 3 years back, right at the peak of COVID. And I'm glad that I found my way into MSSI, which stands for Multiple Sclerosis Society of India. It's a national organization with about 9 chapters across the country. And I've been very fortunate to be leading the MSSI Bangalore for the last 2 years as the Joint Secretary of the Bangalore Chapter. And like I always, say, this is a platform that's given me a chance to fight for causes that really matter to persons with MS. And a few things that I do along with the core team here. One is building awareness of MS as a condition, given the fact that it's a condition that has very, very less awareness across the society. The second is fundraising. And fundraising also is very critical for us, given the fact that we deal with a condition where the treatments are very expensive on one side and we don't get any medical subsidies whatsoever. And to make things even worse, we don't get any kind of an insurance cover. So putting all of that together, it becomes very important for us to have funds to help persons with MS who really need to ensure that they get timely medications. Besides that, we work closely with policy makers to make representations and help us with policies that is very conducive for persons with MS. So this is by and large what I've been contributing to at MSSI in Bangalore, and nationally as well. I have the good fortune of leading the insurance project where we're trying to see how we can get MS into the purview of health insurance in the country. So that's really about it. And for anybody who's listening in, I would urge that you also try and understand a little about MS and support us and amplify our voices in the larger space. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Pankaj Gupta. I'm the Secretary of MSSI Bangalore Chapter. So Multiple Sclerosis Society of India, Bangalore Chapter. This chapter has been in existence for about 25 years now. And what we do as a part of MSSI is we support our MS patients, our MS warriors, like how we call them, in enriching their lives, as to how we can enrich their lives of making it even better. The medical, we also have doctors who are aligned with us. We have physiotherapists who are aligned with us. So we leave the medical prescription and everything to the doctors if we don't get involved as a society in that. But what we do is we create environment, or we help create an environment by talking to the government to see how we can get the benefits of the government to the MS warriors, and also have these cultural programs like how the event we're having today. We have an India MS Day event, which is done by all chapters. We have about 9 chapters across India. So all 9 chapters get together on this day to celebrate the whole cause of MS and see how we can come in together and reach out to the society and the government and the corporates to let them know about what is MS and also help with the other causes of MS as well.
We also got more insights on the medical aspects of this disorder. Dr. B. Rajesh Iyer, a consultant neurologist and hepatologist from Manipal.
Sir, you've been the longest part of MSSI organization and also the most prominent doctors that have come across all of these people, and you've been a part of the organization. Just give us some snippets as to how your journey has been around with these patients and what are the improvements that you normally see.
Well, so and I was introduced to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of India Bangalore chapter by my friend Vijayendran in 2005. At that time, the society didn't have a neurologist, and there were a lot of persons with MS, and the treatment also was, very, very difficult in those days. We didn't have too many medicines, and the cost of treatment also was very high. Only very few people could afford. And our understanding of MS also was not that great, because in most of the institutes, the training of MS is not that robust, because the disease is rare, and treatment options are also limited. So you don't know much about the disease. By the time you pass out after DM, you don't know much. So you have to put a lot of efforts to read about the disease. So I attended a lot of conferences, and after seeing a lot of people with MS, you start reading about it, talk to the experts, and then gain a lot of knowledge about the disease. So in the last, almost 2 decades of my association with MS Society, and seeing so many people with MS, you get to learn a lot of things from people with the disease. Now we have better treatment options, and treatment has become more affordable with certain types of medications like rituximab, cyclophosphamide, and things like that, where we are able to cater to most people. We have lost about 7 people with MS in the last 5 years, and most of these people have had very bad MS, progressive disease involving the brainstem, secondary progressive disease, and this has primarily happened because the initial treatment has not been great. or people have withdrawn from treatment. So what we have learned now is to start with a more effective therapy in people who are at risk of disabilities, and then treat them aggressively in the initial part of the disease.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
The campaign not only promoted support or empathy towards the society, but also broke down the stigma surrounding multiple sclerosis. The program began with a short film explaining what exactly multiple sclerosis is, and also showcased a list of Bollywood actors supporting these individuals and the community. They also encouraged the members of this community to participate in music and sharing their opinions and issues. The event also highlighted the UDID initiatives, the unique disability identification card which will be provided for the individuals of multiple sclerosis. These individuals can now take small benefits from this particular card that can help with the insurance policies. There was also a buffet arranged not just for the community members but also for everybody who were a part of this campaign. The campaign in overall was a great success with the collaborative effort of government representatives, healthcare professionals, and a well-known actress showcasing their collective strength and support for the individuals of multiple sclerosis.